So yesterday, the Football Association of Zambia unveiled Aljosa Asanovic as a new head coach for Chipolopolo. I want to be very positive about Aljosa Asanovic. This is a reputable individual with a good CV, both as a player and a coach. As a player, we know that he first played at under 21 level for Yugoslavia before finally switching citizenship to Croatia, where he played as a midfielder, and at club level, he played for a good number of big clubs, namely Napoli, Derby County, Metz, Valladolid, and many other clubs. This is a guy whose credentials and reputation nobody can question. Just like I've always said, I've been very positive about the other guys that have previously been engaged by FAZ to coach Chipolopolo. Micho arrived in the country having succeeded with Uganda, qualifying them for the first time to the Africa Cup of Nations. Sven Louis van den Broek from Belgium arrived in the country having been assistant coach for Cameroon. For me, FAZ has engaged properly backed coaches, both foreign and locals, Wetson Urenda, Agrechi Yangi. But look, the challenge I have is, despite FAZ recruiting properly badged coaches, why is it that today our football has found itself in a mess? Our football has hit rock bottom, despite having engaged previously properly qualified coaches. These are not ill-qualified individuals. The big question that we need to answer right now is Asanovic going to succeed as a coach? Zambia will be going to the qualifiers for next year's Africa Cup of Nations, the 35th edition of the Africa Cup of Nations, to be hosted by Ivory Coast. Is this guy capable of taking Zambia to Ivory Coast? The answer is yes. But can he succeed? The answer is no. So the challenge I have at the moment is that, yes, I am positive about Asanovic as an individual, coming with a good CV, properly badged, well qualified, both as a player, succeeding big time. But unfortunately, it is very difficult for him to succeed as things stand, because the football environment in Zambia is highly polarized. The football environment in Zambia is highly toxic. Unfortunately, the polarization has found itself on the field of play, in the dressing room, where players cannot stand in one accord. There's something amiss here. People that should add a lot of value to the game have been alienated. They have been demonized. They cannot be called to the table for them to provide the much needed solutions. And that is where we are finding it very difficult. We are going to recruit even 100 coaches, but for as long as we have continued to divorce ourselves from the people who should be engaged to add value to our game, there's nothing that is going to happen. And this is another failed attempt to go to the Africa Cup of Nations again. So I feel sorry for the man, because I know that his CV is going to be dented, working with an administration that has failed. The politicization of the game in Zambia is rife, and we need to depoliticize football first before we start reaping the results. We have to democratize football. FAZ is a closed shop, yes, but we shouldn't be immune to criticism, where if somebody speaks against those in football today, those people are labeled. We are at the verge of not qualifying to the Africa Cup of Nations. I believe the solution does not lie in this coach. The solution lies in changing the leadership.